Yoga for everybody with Meditation Mutha.
Hi everyone, this is Kim Goyette, your Meditation Mutha, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I am so excited because I'm getting ready to go on a retreat myself, which is very rare. Usually I'm teaching retreats, but a friend of mine, Nicole, invited me to her lovely retreat. So I thought this practice would be all about tuning ourselves up because we really need to give self-care. And the chakra system is a great way to weave through your body to do that fine tuning that you need on a daily basis. So we'll be working through the chakras and really just tuning in to each energy center to help enliven our day. So we'll start in a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. And just take a moment. We're going to ground down with our sits bones. So kind of scoot yourselves out of the way. Good. Really feel the sits bones in the earth. Gently close the eyes. And take the next few breaths just to tune into the moment. Allowing your body to feel very heavy on the earth. Noticing your seat and the connection with the floor. We're going to work into the first chakra, your root chakra. Allowing the roots of your body to start growing down deep into the earth. Feeling very grounded. Feeling that connection deep within your body as it roots all the way to the center of the earth. And noticing in your root chakra near your pelvis floor, the legs, the feet, visualizing the color red, growing further down into the earth, that vibrant red color, providing you safety and security. Just take a couple more breaths here, really shooting your energy down towards the earth. Good. Gently open the eyes. We're going to move on to our second chakra, which is located in below the navel. And that's all about emotions, and that's where we hold our emotions. So we're going to get into the hips, into the low belly a little bit. Let's take it down onto our backs. You can grab onto the backs of the thighs, slowly lower all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a moment, just rock from side to side. And when we rock, come to the outer edge of your hips. So we're just warming up that area a little bit. Good. So the second chakra is where we hold all our emotions. It's where we start to drift from our local tribe, which is mostly our intimate family, like our parents and siblings. And we start to branch out into the universe, trying to figure out who we are. So if you are feeling tight in your hips, it's a very personal location and energy center, and we can start to move into the hips in order to free any stagnant energy there. From here, the knees are tucked in. Let's bring the toes to touch, and we'll just allow the hands to pull on the shins for a little bit to open up the hip joint. Good. Just take a few breaths into that space. And then if you'd like, you can either stay here or raise the feet up towards the sky. Grab onto either the ankles or the feet, or you can take your pointer finger and your middle finger and wrap around your toes. I always love doing this part. So we're going into happy baby. So allow the weight of gravity, a little bit of a tug with your hands to open up the hips and just start to rock from side to side. Give your low back a little massage. Good, just a few more times on each side. Getting into that hip joint. So you might feel a little bit of compression as long as there's no pain. This is healthy compression. We're squeezing the joint so that we can get some synovial fluid in there, get it nice and lubed up. Close the eyes, allow the weight of gravity, your shoulders drop, wherever you are connected with your legs, and just release. Take a few breaths here. And in the hips and the low belly, we'll start to visualize the color orange, the color of your second chakra. The orange starts right at the center of your low belly and begins to radiate out into the hips. Visualizing a lot of flow and movement. And water represents your second chakra, so that flow of life, the flow of emotions. So any stagnant emotions that you're holding on to, just let them go, release. Noticing that color orange just flowing within the low belly and the hips. Good. And then slowly release that visual. We'll bring the feet towards each other. Bring the knees back to center. Just take a moment to lengthen the legs all the way down below. And then allow your feet to roll out wide. Good. Just release. You might want to put your hands on your hip crease and notice if there's any heat that you generated there. Good. From here, we'll tuck the knees into the chest, roll over to one side, make our way all the way up to seated, and we're going to move on to the third chakra. So we'll come down onto the belly because now we're above the navel right here. So this is where our fire is, our pitta. Pitta is the fire, the metabolism, it's the engine that gets our body going. So if you're feeling a little bit sluggish, we'll do something to get that going right here, right now. So come down onto the belly. Forearms are parallel and the elbows are in front of the shoulders. Press your pelvis into the mat and then press your forearms into the mat as well. Allow your shoulders to drop down away from your ears. From here, we're going to tuck the chin round and like a cat, draw the upper belly in towards the spine. And then on an inhale, lift the head, drop the belly. We're going to do this several times, getting into the rhythm of your own breath. So exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift the face, drop the belly. Good. Start to continue that movement, exhaling as you draw in and inhaling as you lift. We're just warming up that third chakra. Good. Getting a little bit of fire in our belly so that we can burn. Allow the engine of our body and our spirit to fire up and move us through our day. This is our will. This is our engine. It keeps us going. It allows us to propel forward. So if you're feeling a little bit stagnant in your life, working with the third chakra will allow you to fire up some of that energy that you need to continue forward. Good. Stay here. Drop the belly. The face is lifted. The shoulders roll back away from the ears. And then from here, we're going to close the eyes for just a moment. Draw the chin in and visualize the color yellow right above the navel. Good. The color yellow spreads all the way across the upper belly in a fiery ball. giving you the energy that you need to create the life that you want. And just taking a moment, allowing that yellow energy to move throughout the upper belly, around the back in the same area. Good. And releasing the forehead all the way down. Stack the hands, relax the head on the hand. Allow your heels to roll wide. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulder to come to hands and knees. So we're going to work into the fourth chakra now, Anahata. It's the heart chakra. So right at the center of your heart. And we'll spread the fingertips out nice and wide out to the edges of the mat. Notice my hips are directly above the knees. And what we're going to do is walk the hands out and just drop the forehead down towards the earth. If it doesn't make it, you can put a blanket or a block underneath there. Separate your hands as much as you need to. Keep your hips above the knees and then allow your heart to soften towards the earth. Your elbows can come down towards the earth. So the heart is moving forward in between the shoulders, sinking and softening. And here, the heart chakra, the color green. So we'll stay here for several breaths, noticing the very center point of your heart. Visualize a dot of the most brilliant color green right at the center of your heart. And with every inhale, that color expands in all directions. Your fourth chakra, your heart chakra, is the center point where your body sends messages to your mind. So it has to go through the heart in order to get anything accomplished. And then the mind sends messages back to the body to actually move, to do, to accomplish. So the heart chakra, if it's open and free, it can relay a lot of messages. It can allow you to be productive, to be creative. So we want to breathe some space into that center point, lighting up some green energy there. Good. One more deep breath. Exhale, soften. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, push back to hands and knees. And we'll come all the way to seated. So now we're moving up the system in all the energy centers. We're going to go to the fifth chakra right at the throat. So the fifth chakra, the color blue, is all about speaking your truth. So if you find that you are not confident to speak up for yourself, or you oftentimes lie or fib, working with the fifth chakra is about opening that energy center so that you can speak the truth. What's real. So we're going to work with some chanting in order to vibrate that energy center. And we'll work with the sound of Om. Many of us think that Om is spelled O-M, but it's actually A-U-M. And if we pronounce A and then U and then M, all those sounds, it vibrates right at the center of your throat, and it'll allow for some stimulation and allow us to move any stagnant energy. So it sounds like this. It's Om. So we'll say that several times. When we say the ah, I love saying it instead of om. Om is very closed, but the ah is open, and we can open up our throat. So close the eyes. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale to sing. Ah. last time. Just notice where the vibration is within the body. We'll stay here for a few moments, bringing our awareness to our fifth chakra, that throat chakra, and inviting the visual of the color blue. Starting right at the center of the throat, the color blue expands and radiates in all directions, freeing any blocked energy, allowing you to feel confident, to stand up for yourself, and to speak your truth. Good. Gently open the eyes, relax your concentration. We'll be moving up to the sixth chakra, which is right in between your brow point. So it's the third eye. So the third eye is all about seeing what is real. Oftentimes we see a scenario, like I'll be walking through a store and I see someone arguing with someone else, and I make an assumption as to what that scenario is. We're constantly judging. The third eye allows you to see what's real, what the real story is, what the story is behind the action. So what we're going to do is bring our inner gaze up towards the third eye to stimulate that point, the pineal gland, which is right there. And the color is purple, so we'll be visualizing that. Let's relax our hands in our laps or on our knees. Gently close the eyes. Bring your inner gaze softly up in between the brow point. So for some of us that aren't used to this, it might be a little challenging. If you notice your inner gaze moving, just redirect it back up towards the third eye. Good. So right in between the brow point. The third eye allows us to see what's real. The sacred truth of life, both internal and our external worlds. So bringing your gaze right into that center point in between the eyebrows, we'll start to visualize the color purple as a pinpoint dot. And then begin to expand that color in all directions, allowing your gaze from the inside to expand, your wisdom to expand in all directions. That color purple grows, becomes brighter. And comes all the way to the edges of your skin, and then starts to radiate outside the body, allowing us to connect to our outer world, to our truth. Stay here for just a few more breaths, really clearing that space, feeling free from any judgment. And then begin to relax your concentration. And we'll finish the practice with the seventh chakra right at the crown of the head. So the top of the head, the color white. Notice we moved all the way up the rainbow scale. As the rainbow and colors moved up the energy center, the vibrations of those colors and the energy centers get higher and higher. Now we're at our highest vibration, right at the crown of the head. This visualization allows us to connect our energies with the universe, noticing the sacred truth: we are all one. We are all connected. So close the eyes again. Bring your awareness to the crown of the head, the very top of the head. And just visualize that energy center as the color white. right at the top of the hairline. Allow that pure, cool, white light to start to radiate out in all directions from the body. Realizing that we are just energy. All things are energy. And when we connect with our energy, we allow ourselves to become one. We are no longer individual. We are absorbed in the flow of life. Allow the energy to radiate outward, up towards the universe. And then in reverse, allow the universe to give you the gifts of all the abundance right back down through the crown of the head. This constant exchange of giving and taking. This is where gratitude lies, appreciation, love, our highest vibrations. Just visualizing that white light filling the entire body now, radiating in a circumference around you, front and back and sides, reaching out to the universe, connecting as one. Just a few more breaths sitting in your own pure white light. Bringing the hands to heart center in a prayer-like pose. We'll surrender the mind to the heart. The heart is that funnel that takes our thoughts and brings action, takes our action and brings thoughts. And we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today in our energy clearing. Use this method for just a few minutes every day and really feel the difference in your energy center, that flow that we need, removing any of that blocked energy that we create throughout the day. I'm Kim Goyette, your meditation mother, and if you like this video and you want to be the first to receive weekly videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Yoga with Meditation Mutha. And if you are interested in nourishing yourself, I have 4 different yoga retreats coming up. One's right in April in the spring. I have another one in March. That's a day retreat. And then we're going to Costa Rica for a whole week this July. And then I have another women's fall retreat coming up in October. Go to www.meditationmutha, that's MUTHA.com to check it out. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.